Oh, that might be...
Danganronpa.
Oh boy, it was just the worst! Everyone was enjoying themselves so much! You were all having the time of your lives!
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say... it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it, and now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! Ah, I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school for...
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Oh my god.
Get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you for the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course.
No, I was
You
like,
didn't forget about
I know,
that
it's getting pretty
rule,
heated.
Did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean we'd
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto!
Yay,
you're
Will,
up.
you're here.
Me? Yeah. You've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble.
I hate you.
hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
What? Has your resolve softened? Don't you have faith in your friend?
No! That's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Freaking Genocide Jack is just sitting there with a smile.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there. Hope, hope, hope.
Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor...
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
Yeah, I know.
And your
Future,
stupid
future,
life.
future. And you had white hair.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
What am I doing? Why did I shoot there? Whoa. I just missed the bullet.
Shoot.
I knew dang well what I was doing too. I had hope and everything, and I switched the bullet. Why did I do that?
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, well, I did it again. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Okay, that's the button. Okay, now I know what I'm doing.
The air outside is totally polluted. The only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life...
What was that moan?
All of you will have to... You'll have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Don't lose hope now!
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking... You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
She's kind of a dummy, but I appreciate her confidence.
No.
I think that's definitely what she'd say, which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
If I were to die.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Wow, I love making a
lose
serial
hope now.
killer have hope. 'Cause that's who I care about right now. Yeah, I was like, there has to be something connected to her vitals to shut down when she dies.
I
So
don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school.
Oh, we know.
Still hate it.
Well, especially in this personality,
no matter
clearly.
What, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were
Now
to
there's
die,
a
that
lot
would
to
be the
skip.
end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Don't lose hope now!
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Sis, sit down. Sit down. You were like, the girls were already powered up, but here you are. Just shut up. Don't even try with this. You're trying to encourage me. Like, you're just as scared as everyone else is.
Ridiculous.
I'm about to lose it. Me.
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
You literally all were more scared than all of
But
us.
don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Okay, wow. 2 years. 2 whole years of keeping you alive.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind.
Oh, wow. Wow. We love your teamwork.
Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up! As long
Ooh,
as
I
there's
love
hope,
how we
we'll
hear
never
this.
give up!
The theme in the
If I were
background.
to die,
Yes. Hi,
that would
Julio.
be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have
I'm playing
faith in
Danganronpa,
myself.
so I'll be done soon. I mean, I'm almost
By the
done
way,
with it.
the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason...
Okay, what's Danganronpa? Well, considering I'm at the end of it, and it literally took me a year to complete it because I'm lazy. Okay, here's the gist of it. There's this place called Hope's Peak Academy, and no, you're the ultimate. Well, you're the ultimate what you are. Like, there's one girl, Sayaka. She's the best pop singer. Kyoko is the like the ultimate detective. Go on, right? There's the ultimate like writing prodigy. That's pretty much it. And you go to the school, and it pretty much makes you master your skill. But they turned it like, no, they didn't mean to, really. The ultimate despair took over, and she turned it into a killing game where you have to find out who's the murderer, if that makes sense.
And we're okay in here?
Very interesting.
Is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other
If
words,
I die.
the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life. by whatever means.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die?
I will when I'm done. I'm
Is
almost
that
done
what
with
you
this.
want?
Like, literally, I think
now.
I have less than, like, 20 minutes left. If I even have 20 minutes left.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking.
Exactly, Kyoko. Exactly, you didn't know him, so how could you care?
But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck.
You're the
I
ultimate
think you
hoe.
came here for a different reason, and you came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
We're getting crowned.
What the hell are you? So uncool. Your
So
stupid
uncool.
faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
Ooh, 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 ooh.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool!
You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke. Outside is only despair.
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. You're scared, aren't you? I just love despair! You suck! What do you want? So uncool!
You're unbearable!
Despair into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going. I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on?
Yes, okay. I love... I'm live streaming, by the way, so if you hear me talking. I love this point because it's literally my brain during a test. The next thing she says is literally what happens.
What's happening?
Yeah. My friend from school and two people I don't know, but they like Danganronpa.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, she invited me. I'll join after I'm done with this live stream. I'll start another.
Indeed.
You've lost
I
me.
lost?
Yes?
Well, that's just... What the heck? Well, that's just... totally the best! So this is despair. And now I... True despair.
And now I... True despair? Huh?
Anyway,
Totally the best!
Not possible. Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
It totally seduced us over to his side. Oh my god.
hey. However,
No. There's one last thing. It's fine.
it can't be.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! How many times do I have to tell you? Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful!
Oh my god.
Even 1/10 of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Yeah, she's gonna walk with him. Yeah. It's like, she ain't getting dragged off, please. Yes, this music is gonna be so freaking good. If I can, well, hear it. But I heard the OST for this. Loved it. Yeah, I was like, I think I'm gonna enjoy 2 and 3 much better than 1. But 1 was a fun ride, even though it took me a year to complete it. Literally, Sayaka died in my game a year ago. Literally last March. There's a lot of ultimates there. sorry, I just can't get over how Kyoko and Hina are completely fine with having a full thigh out like that. And, okay, look at Kyoko's legs versus Hina. Like, Hina's are proportionate. Like, Kyoko looks like she's anorexic.
Hey. Makoto.
So,
Indeed.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
But
it's true.
Yes.
My beautiful scissors!
ah.
Like a little jewel of a baby.
That's enough.
Anyway,
But
Yeah, I was like, I just can't.
for serious.
in other words, am I wrong?
you got it.
Hey.
Okay.
Could it be... How about that? Woo!
Makoto.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Like, yeah, it was like, you're gonna just not stop caring about Sakura, but you're moving on from her.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
I love how it's just the normal world. It's like a freaking comet came through the door. Oh my god, I'm sorry for making that sound, but it's just like being done. Oh my god. Wow. That's from the first trial. Went Ultra Instinct. Hina looks like a fat kid, but like she's in winter time, and you have all those coats on, you can barely move. His best bro, you mean his gay lover? Because I'm sure they were, to be honest. Kyoko, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, her hair up in a ponytail. It kills me. Like, it's just too much for my, I don't know, for my brain to handle. I kinda should be. Kinda. Sakura about to take out Makoto.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
It's like that's definitely Junko's like AI or something, because I know dang well Monokuma is not like a living thing. Oh my god.
Thrills, chills, kills!
What does it mean by what if? So, what if? I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here, but what if no one died? What if it was a normal school? V3 Rantaro is like my favorite character, even though
Hey,
oh my god, Sayaka, I'm sorry. If you know me real well, you know I love Sayaka, but hearing her voice again.
are you for real?
Hey, come on.
Well...
And
Indeed.
You hear me?
Hey there! Howdy! Hello! I am... and nice to...
Oh my god.
Listen up! Why is... Unbelievable. This is kind...
Come on.
Yo! Got it!
Uh-huh.
Are you
Hey. Huh? In other words...
Hey, you bet. Hey, listen.
Indeed.
Hey, listen.
What? Barrett!
Huh?
Hey, come.
Come.
Oh.
Now I... I can't...
What?
Come on.
Uh-huh. If you...
Just...
You guys...
I swear to God, I hate this.
Well...
It's the constant dialogue for like 10 minutes.
Hey!
Let's see.
Ooh, too bad.
Stop fucking around. You son of a.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey! Hey! Are you sure?
Huh?
Yo!
What? Justice... What the heck? Hot. What are you gonna do now then? Yes, actually, isn't. Yes, now. Of course, I can. Uh-huh. Boy, now then. Hold on. Well, now.
I mean, seriously?
It would seem... In other words...
Are you okay with this? Honestly. What should I do? Listen.
Why does, Chihiro Loki remind me of, Jerry the Mouse?
However,
For serious.
seems like...
Oh, no. 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 How do I get out of here? No, I'm not doing this today. No. No. Oh, I don't want to do this.
Hey!
Listen to me! Quiet! Got it!
Oh, let's actually.
That's fine.
You hit. Got it! Listen to me!
Don't talk. Don't do it. Just don't, okay?
Hey,
Oh my God.
Actually,
Okay, well, you know what, guys? I'm gonna end it here,
Did you
and I'm
call
gonna
for me?
force shut down this crap. We ain't doing it today, sis. No. Oh, well, why did I say sis? Anyway, we're not doing it today. So,